Good morning, Pampered Prophets. I'm at my cabin this weekend and I'm all about work here. I'm here to take my boat out of the water and I'll probably get some hiking in, but I am working on my business plan for my tile stores, which I just got done with. I worked on it for like the last 2 hours and it's like 5 a.m., so it's pretty early, but I put that aside and I'm going to start working on Pampered Chef stuff now. Um, so I want to say that I am really happy with the team that we have here. We're like a bunch of misfit toys that all came together, and I think it really chills very well together. When I made my name for my team, I went from like redneck pampered chef guy to what was my last one? I can't remember the last name, but finally, I thought of the name while I was in church. Um, that every person I know is a prophet. They all talk about, their church, or they all pray, and everybody's pretty religious. And then I started thinking about how many people in our group have anxiety or health issues, or we're like a bunch of misfit toys that just kind of gel together. And that being said, I'm about to sign another consultant, and he is a special needs guy. His name is Jerry. Um, and I, when I start, the new consultant packages that are 44% off, so it costs under $100 to get a whole bunch of stuff. Um, I'd still like to keep growing our team. I would like us to have probably like 30 people in it when it's all said and done. And because it would be easier for me to keep my director mode and be able to help more people. I don't know if you guys know it or not, but most of my profits I make on parties go into keeping our little food pantry full in Hudson Lake. But then for myself, I like to do fundraisers because I like to help people. But I've always done fundraisers. I've always volunteered. I've always done things like that. Just kind of makes me feel good to do it. Um, and this is probably the first year that I actually need an extra income because my tile places aren't doing well. Um, so that being said, the extra money from normal parties will come in handy. Um, so I contacted every one of you directly and pretty much begged you to become a consultant. But I really believe in it. I mean, I think if you do your homework and invite people to run parties over and over and over again, have the right content to send those messages out, start in your alphabet, and always start off with A and go through your alphabet. I don't know if I've ever made it through the whole alphabet inviting people. Um, but this hurricane relief post that I'm sending out, I actually am landing parties in that, and I was really drug out last month. I mean, I didn't do anything for Pampered Chef. I had a really bad down month with the business really kind of failing and not sure where that's going to end up. The government stuff, all the new taxes, and I had a really downfall with life in general. I was in a low spot. Pretty pumped up now though. So I took the weekend to come to my cabin so I could really concentrate on finding a bunch of parties um, and really looking at our new consultants. So the consultants that we have now, um, there are several that have anxiety and just they really don't want to get to the point of having parties. But it's just jumping off a little bit and getting a little bit out of your comfort zone. And you know that there's several people in our group that will help you run those parties. Um, we have a couple rock stars going on right now. Allie, you're doing great. You're posting the parties, and if you could start being more of a mentor to our team and posting more things in here, I think it'll help everybody. because you're doing some things right that need to be heard. I know, Rebecca, I came unglued, not unglued, but I really strive to get you on there because you're a workforce. I mean, you are a very loving mother, family member, good friend to me, of course. But I enjoyed the Tupperware consultant you were in. You and Pat were, rock stars in my world. But I think you can offer a lot of ideas. Even if we did like a big bingo hall and we all had parties that we could get together and do one of those monthly bingo things and have all the consultants get a few parties and do something like that. Um, but for Pampered Chef versus for Tupperware. So I don't know if we can figure that out, but I kind of like to try because that would be different and that would drive sales. And then Raina, gonna put you on the spot here, hon. So you're sick all the time. I understand that. A lot of people are sick in our group, but I also see you posting all over the internet on other posts instead of starting your party. I know you can do this. You got a heart of gold. You support everybody, every kind of different thing there is. You're always supporting them. I think if you just jump off, get your launch page set up, I think you could work through some of the things that are ailing your body and maybe take your mind off your ailments. You're the kind of host that I have the most hope for because I know you can do it. And once you start, I think you're gonna love it, and it might take your mind off from everything that's wrong with you. And you're the perfect consultant I was looking for because I want to be the director that can help people out of their unhealthy relationships or your I like having Donna Wilcox. She's had cancer and beat it, and she just had her hip replaced. But I know that if she or if you put a little bit of things into this little extra paycheck every month, it's not the money that you can make with Pampered Chef, although it's a very good opportunity to make a lot of money. We have a lot of people in our upper organization, Team Hive, that if they came up with this manual, and if we follow their manual, we all could make $10,000 a month. And I know it's possible because I just did a little bit of it and 2 months ago, and I made $2,900 in 1 month. It was crazy. I just followed it, and I spent an hour a day on it. I invited 20 people a day, and I had, I don't know how many parties I had, 18 maybe that month. But they're easy to run, 18 parties, if you set them up on the same days. So you set up 6 to start on one Friday, and then the next 6, and then I was off for a week fishing. But I know all of us could do what they do if we wanted to. That being said, I know a lot of you are on disability, and so you have 5 or 6 parties a month. But I don't think you're inviting people. I don't think you're sitting down and doing the work to put into it to actually make it worthwhile. So we have 10 consultants now on our team. Dan Trent, you've been in the hospital. I think right now is a really big time for you to shine with all the holiday products, and I don't think it's going to take a lot of effort to do it. But I also know that you've been in the hospital. You have something going on in your body that nobody really understands, not even you. Guys, he went to the hospital to, I believe it was some kind of an inside skin disease that it was burning his skin from the inside out. Extremely painful. If you guys are in a situation that you just can't do it, or you can't, physically have a day to sit down and or even run the party. If you're sick, get the parties and I'll run your parties for you. I don't care if I make a dime. I want our whole team to make money. My whole thing is still I'm doing this so I can help people, and that means help you. I would like everybody to start thinking about who you can invite as a consultant, and I will offer to sponsor those people, but don't just make them, somebody. Make it somebody that it will help their family. So I know that if we all work at it, it'd be very easy for all of you to make $300, $400, $500 extra a month without much effort. Because I, even on my worst month, I made $500. So I know you can do it too. I want you to start looking for consultants, and I would love every one of you to get qualified this month. Dan, talk to your daughter, Tess, because, man, she is just like a light of golden shine. I think she could be extremely good at it. The most successful people in Pampered Chef, they're working full time. They have 3 kids. They're doing the extra stuff. They have full-time careers, and they're still making decent extra money at PC. And you don't have to spend more than a half an hour a day on it. I mean, it's not like you have to put in all kinds of time to make it happen, but I hear different excuses every day. Well, I'm sick today, I have an earache, or I have a migraine, or my family stuff, which kids are home from college, of course. Take your time and play with your kids and do all this different stuff. But I also know all of us spend time on our cell phones doing. I play a gambling game on my cell phone, and I scroll Facebook. For the first time ever, I made a dating site on Facebook. That worked out well. Not. But yeah, I'm always trying to come up with ideas to help you guys. Like this big giveaway that I'm doing. That's like $800 worth of stuff in the new Brilliance pan sets. I just won that when I qualified for something. I'm in this big training seminar thing for this whole month, and that's kind of why I needed to come away from my house and away from things, because I have homework in it, and I don't mind learning about it, because actually a lot of stuff I'm learning for Pampered Chef is also stuff I can apply to my normal business. So every Saturday morning there's a Saturday success call in Team Org. You can find it, or that gets texted to you as well. Those success calls are great. I think Kylie, you've been in just about every one of them. Matter of fact, she usually messages me, says, "Why aren't you online?" Jessica, you're in quite a few of them. And Jessica, I'm going to pick on you now. You live with me, and there is no reason at all that we couldn't be working on your business every single day. You want a part-time job, you want to earn some money, you have the opportunity to earn the money. I know you have a 2-year-old son. That is a lot of work, but I also know that you're on your phone constantly, and you could be a rock star. You could be one of them that is making 10 grand a month within a few months, not a few months, but a few years. This is a business that actually can earn you money. I know the products are expensive, but I also know the products are darn good. So you are selling quality products. There's some things in there that are overpriced. We all know that. The charcuterie set, You can go down to Walmart and get a charcuterie set for $28. That thing's $100. Don't sell that. There's a lot of opportunity for not just online parties. Live parties are great. I will come out and help you on any live party you want to do. I think everybody needs to go live every week and get your face out there, because you guys are awesome. You have amazing personalities and so much love to give. I couldn't ask for a more perfect team, because you all are just like me. Reach out to the nonprofits. They all need money, and they all would like to host something if we get to the right nonprofit. Train your hosts. If you get a party, start asking about their family, the host, even before the party starts. Let's start learning about the people that are doing these parties. If you learn about them, they're going to be more active in them. You ask the right questions to them, they are going to answer you. And ask them what their needs are, what their wants are. Ask them to fill out a wish list. Go to the consultant corner, and there's a section in there on their party. So it'll, if you click on their sales, you can see where they're selling and who's bought stuff. But the next click over is host training. And they give you all the wording for it. Use it. Put it right into the host and train your host. Training your host is just getting to know them. You know, asking them questions. Go through their Facebook page. Send them a friend request. Like their normal posts. Comment on their normal posts. Get to know your host, and your parties will be big. So I would like to give away those prize packages that I have on that post this month. I mean, we have today's the 5th, and we have till the 31st. I only think one person is really looking for parties, and that's Allie. And now myself. I've landed 3 parties now, and a possible 2 more consultants. And like I said, I will sponsor your consultant if you know that they are going to be a good one. But I don't want a consultant coming aboard that just gets the package and then doesn't do anything. I need you to get active with it. At least get a launch page going, or do a like Donna did. Her launch is the hurricane relief nonprofit. It's double donations. 30% of the sales goes to Feeding America, which I really believe in Feeding America, because it supplies food for food banks and homeless centers. And I don't know if you guys know the relationship between Bobby Stevens and me, but Bobby Stevens is my daughter Robbie's aunt. And so my daughter's mom is homeless, and pretty sure she's still a drug addict. And I know that Bobby has had her live with her, and it's been a bad situation. We can't help her anymore, but we can help the homeless centers by selling products and supporting these fundraisers that supply food to the shelters. So it's kind of hard to even talk about, but it's kind of home base for us. So I don't mind having consultants that are going through cancer, because it might take their mind off from their illness. So target people that need help. They're going to say that they just don't have the energy to do it, or they just don't have the time to do it. But it might be this organization that helps them through cancer. It might give them something to live for. It might give them some goals to go for, and if they realize that we're doing it for the heart, they're always going to, it's a side gig of the heart, because of course they're looking to make money, but it is an organization that gives back more than I've ever seen before. And they give a just a shitload of training. If you pay attention to your emails that are coming in, sign up for the things that are you can sign up for. There's a training seminar coming up called Empower. You can sign up for it on the 22nd. And I don't know what it's about, but it's more training. Go through Dash online, and the Dash training is great. Get to know that consultants page, consultants corner is not just for making parties, but learning about everything they have to teach you. So I want everybody to succeed. I would love to see everybody qualify this month. I would love to see you guys get some team members underneath you, because every consultant I make 2% on. That's not very much. So when I buy your consultant package, it might take me, over a year or more to get that money back. And if they quit, I'm out that money right off the bat. So we have 4 or 5 unactive people that I would like to see active, because I'd like to get my money back. I put into your future with this, and I could see, all of you making an extra $1,000 a month, and 2% of $1,000 is $20. So that my plan is to have 20 or 30 consultants, and I make 2% on them, and I could retire off from, not retire, but at least have an income after retirement off from having, consultants. You get lots of bonuses and things. I get lots of free products, but most of my free products I give away. So I can give them away in parties or whatever. Might do another golden ticket giveaway. That worked out pretty well for us. Anyway, I love you guys, but I want you to get engaged. And if you just don't know what you're doing, you know that I have, anybody over to my shop to do a booking night, or I'd love to have you all over to the house, and maybe we'll make the gingerbread house that's coming out. I got the kid on it a few days ago, and we can make a gingerbread house or make a meal together. I'll go live in any of your parties with you. So it is a lot of work. I mean, especially when it's one dude that's trying to learn everything for everyone. But I'm new too. You got to remember that. I've only been doing it since April. You could probably, if you put your mind into it and started going to town, you probably could pass me without a whole lot of effort. And I would love that for you. If you were to be one of the top tier people and get to that $5,000 or $10,000 mark as a business, you could teach all of us, and I would love for you to fill your team up with consultants, become a director, and that'd be like a proud dad with your kid, so get on board and do what you can. Try to find a couple hosts before the end of the month. Or excuse me, not hosts, but yeah, hosts too. But I would love for all of you to target some consultants. So work on your first one and have 2 more people in the back of your mind that, yeah, I think they'd be pretty good, and it'd be fun to have them on our team. So I'm trying to fill our team up with fun people. And then we can have some outings and things. There's a toboggan hill in Angola in the wintertime, although I don't know if any of us can walk up it. But, we could maybe rent out a movie theater. I'll go to the movies together or something. Different things as a group, or over to Hacienda for dinner. It'd be kind of fun to have our own little social club and make some money at the same time. Anyway, that's all I have. I love you guys.